Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Melanie Somerville, Chief Clinical Officer at J. Flowers Health Institute. Today we're talking about mindfulness. And if you'll remember in my previous videos, I've talked about how mindfulness is a way of being in the present moment and being just curious and non-judgmental about what we find in the present moment, about being the watcher of our thoughts and emotions, and about being aware of autopilot, the automatic thoughts and behaviors that we have in life. Today, I'm going to talk about a more formalized way of practicing mindfulness, and that's with sitting meditation. We've talked about mindfulness as we undertake our daily activities. This way is a way of really paying attention to what's going on in our brains and training our minds to focus on one thing. In this case, I'm going to ask us to focus on the breath, but many meditation traditions have other ways of focusing on a mantra, on an object, but I like the breath because it's always there. It's always there for us to come back. So I often hear objections about engaging in sitting meditation, things like my mind is too busy, I'm not doing it right, I don't have enough time to do it. And while these are reasonable objections, they also shouldn't keep you from at least trying to gain a deeper understanding of your brain and the way your mind works, and practice noticing one thing at a time. And in this case, like I said, the breath. And there are different ways that we can do sitting meditation. Some people use a cushion, some people sit straight on the floor, some people sit in a chair with both feet on the floor. It doesn't really matter. What you want to do is place yourself in an attitude of relaxed alertness. So posture does matter in some way. We want both feet to be on the floor. We want the back to be straight. We want to be sitting up with the shoulders relaxed. And in this way, we respect the tradition of mindfulness and of meditation, and we prepare ourselves for what will arise when we begin our sitting meditation. Sometimes people ask about closing eyes, opening eyes. Again, it's really your preference. I think that having the eyes open with a very soft gaze about 3 feet in front of you is a way to keep from falling asleep, frankly. It's easier to fall asleep and lose focus when your eyes are closed. But for some people, it may make it easier to focus on the breath. You try it and see what works for you. The idea here is for you to start where you are. And so eyes closed or open, whichever you prefer. Sometimes with the gaze soft, you might get a little drowsy. And if that happens, you could even adjust your gaze upward a little bit. You don't want your gaze to be wandering around the room. You want it to be focused and fixed on something in front of you. But there is a little bit more ocular stimulation if your eyes are straight ahead versus sort of gazing down in front of you. So if you want to adjust your gaze in order not to feel drowsy, you can do that. I suggest setting a timer for your meditation. And again, 10 minutes is a good place to start. But if you don't feel like you can sit in meditation for 10 minutes, start with 7, start with 5, start with 3. Start with a goal in mind that you feel you can achieve. And you can always work up from that. So you can use your phone, set a timer, find a place where you won't be disturbed during that time. Your bedroom, your office with the door closed, the edge of the tub in your bathroom, whatever works for you. And set your timer, adjust your posture, and begin. Begin by noticing the breath as it comes in your nose, travels up your nasal passages, down the back of your throat, into your lungs, expanding your lungs, maybe holding briefly the top of the breath, and then exhaling gently. You don't need to do this in any particular special, fast or slow way. What you're doing is really slowing down to pay attention to your breath. You want to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. It's often helpful to anchor your tongue at the top of your mouth, the roof of your mouth, against the back of your teeth. You want your hands just loosely resting, relaxed in your lap. And as you breathe in and out, noticing the intricacies and nuances of your breath, your mind will naturally wander. And I want to assure you that that's okay. Every single person who meditates faces this issue of the mind wandering. And part of the practices of meditation is to bring your mind back to the breath over and over and over again. So slowing down your attention on the breath, noticing what thoughts come up, releasing those thoughts, and then coming back to the breath. Doing that each time throughout the time that you've set for meditation. That's all for today. If you like what you heard today, hit the like button below, subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions or feedback for me, please do it in the comments below. Thank you so much. See you next time.